Hello, friends. Welcome back. We are in my garage. And this looks super sketch, and I apologize. If you all have seen the video, the Buggy baby video, where I had to kind of evaluate the carpet beetle infestation, this is kind of the part 2. This is the part where we're gonna remove the head off the reborn doll. So heads up, we're gonna be removing the doll's head and body. We're gonna be seeing if any of the critters got inside the body and head material. And then I'm gonna throw the body and the stuffing away. That's why I have these double bagged grocery sacks here. And then we'll take the head inside and attach it to the new body that I got from Reggie's Dolls. So I kind of want to take you along with me just in case there was something exciting inside the doll. Although from what I can see in the container, I have not opened him up since. But we will see what's all going on here. And I have been procrastinating this because it got cold. And I know I'm gonna have to do this in the garage. And we recently moved, so I'm new to the neighborhood. And I didn't want to creep out all of my neighbors. But, you know, it is what it is at this point. All right, come here. And this is kind of promising. Like, no new critters have crawled out. There's nothing really hiding in there. So that's good. That's a good sign. And let's see. I'm going to leave the diaper on his head. Because I think like a face while I'm trying to remove everything is super creepy. So we'll leave that on. Yeah. And let's see how his head is attached. Oh, it's not attached. And I have a lot of things here in the old garage. Oh, banging outside, that's cool. To try to remove, I grabbed scissors, I grabbed a box, oh, this sounds super sketch, oh my God. I grabbed scissors and a box cutter, and I also grabbed my boyfriend's toenail clippers, because I wasn't sure how easy this zip tie was gonna be. I wonder if I can I want to try to preserve the paint, so I don't want to get too squirrely. Well, I gotta throw the body away anyway. So let's try the nail clippers, just because I think hopefully I can just smaller the cutting thing, the less likely I'm going to damage stuff, in theory anyway. And I am throwing the body away. For a brief moment there, I'm like, oh, but I don't want to tear. And I'm like, wait a minute, we're going to throw the body away. So if I need to tear this, I can tear this. Come on, maybe I do need the scissors. What helps if I could get the head of the zip tie out of here. Zip tie is kind of like the other ones where it's just set in there really deep. Let me grab the scissors just so we can get into here. And this zip tie isn't super tight. So I'm going to try to cut away from the head because the head is the expensive part. And this doll has kind of a neat artist too, who doesn't really do Cuddle babies anymore, which is a really big bummer that this doll wasn't really. Okay, at least I got the plastic out. I wonder if I can use the clippers now. Oh, and then you guys get to listen to me breathe heavy in the garage. I am starting to work on my cardio though. So hopefully over time here, it'll be less heavy breathing. Oh, there we go. Okay, got it. Excuse me. All right, we got it popped off. We'll gently slide his head out. Oh, that's not unnerving at all. Okay, let's set this down. And let's get my sack. We'll pull the head stuff out. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's squat down at the stuffing material. Okay, looks pretty clean. These are the weighted sacks. So they got some little beads in there. I don't know if it's beads or seeds, but pretty weighted. The body I have for him is already weighted. And I did kind of Google what carpet beetle, like eggs and larvae look like, which was interesting. So apparently they're just a slight off-white compared to like a bright white. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. The doll was weighted pretty good. It doesn't look that it's in the doll too much, which is good. And this did have armatures that were inserted in it, but we're not gonna worry about that. Okay, so that makes me feel a little better. So we'll just toss this away. Let's look inside of his head and make sure nothing weird is going on in there. And then I'll throw this stuff out in the garbage. And then we'll take him inside and get a new body on him. Oh shoot, I should have saved some extra stuffing from Yoda. I know I still have some polyfill. I think I still have some polyfill for some random things. If there's a weight in his head, I might keep it. Because it looks like this cotton is pretty clean. This polyfill is clean. Just because I don't think I have another. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's his magnet. Oh. He did have a magnet. I might keep that magnet. Okay. Well, now that I have Baby Yoda practice, I could see if I can get that in there. Pretty decent sized magnet. Let me see what else is going on in here. Just, ooh, there's a weight in here. It scared me. It was like a little black thing. But yeah, it's a little weight. A little baby weight. I'll maybe keep that. Okay. I didn't see anything too wild and crazy on this cotton. This has got a little coloring on it. Okay. So he looks pretty good. Oh, all right. That was crazy. Okay. So now, I'm gonna clean all this up, throw away my gloves, and get the nursery all set up to replace his body. Alrighty, we are back at my nursery / office / crafting space. It's basically the same surface in my office. So what I got with me is what I use kind of sort of with the Baby Yoda or the Grogu video when I installed his magnetic pacifier. I have my clear silicone gel. That's where it says clear or white. Pick that up at Walmart, Ace Hardware, other hardware shops. I actually found it cheaper at Ace Hardware than Walmart, so heads up. I got some pacifiers here that are already got a magnet on it to help me kind of hold the magnet in place. I got this little ball that helps weight his head, and I got a stick to help me spread the gel. So, if you notice inside of his head, he does have rooted lashes. There's some fuzz around them. I'm not gonna pull that because I don't want it to pull the lashes out. So we're just gonna leave that little bit that's in there. And then I put the magnet on the clipper so I wouldn't lose it, trying to clean up everything. So let's see. Let's make sure. Grab a pacifier. Okay, so that's good to know that technically it's the other side. Let me see if this side. Ooh, jeepers! I bumped you guys. My poor setup here. Ooh, but that was nauseating. I'm sorry. Okay, and this is the opposite side. So of course. So I don't know which one I want them to use, but I guess I could always change. God dang. Okay. I need to widen my stance here on my stuff. There we go. That my bigger base. Okay, widen the stance on the old. That'll work. I'll use this side. Ring light there. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm gonna put the magnet inside of his head, and then I'm gonna use the magnet outside here to make sure it's in the right place in his head of where I want it. So let me mess around with it a hot minute. I'm keeping the diaper on his head because this is a little disturbing for you guys possibly, and it's a little weird for me. So we're gonna keep his little dealy job on until I get him all put together. So, okay, so I got it about where I want it. And that pacifier with the magnet is gonna help hold it in place while I squish a little gel on it. You don't wanna use hot glue, I know that, because you don't wanna mess with the chemistry of the paint that's used to paint the doll. Because some of it's heat set, and you don't wanna like heat it up and then it gets weird. So I'm just gonna put a little glob on it. Oh my gosh, it's hard to see. Make sure it's coming out. I didn't like, I gotta pick it off. I gotta pick the tip. I got crusties on it. There we go. Just set a little bit. Is it coming out now? Oh yeah, there we go. Kind of reminds me of that cheese in a can where it like dries up a little bit and then you pull that out and then it flows a little better. And I'm just gonna give it a big old squeeze and just get some of it out into the doll's head. There we go. Just put a blob on there. And then I'm gonna take my magical wooden stick and I'm gonna kind of spread it around evenly so it covers the magnet and touches the vinyl a little bit. So ideally it sets in place a little better. Get off my stick. Okay. So I kind of spread it around. I might use a little, god dang it, I don't want to. So I'm just going to cut it. Because just cut that little bit of freaking cotton that stuck to the lashes end there. So then I can just get this freaking piece of cotton out. Ugh, there. It's a pain in the butt. It's being a pain in the butt. And we got it out now. Do I have a tissue? Of course, I run out of Kleenex in here. I got some caulk that's kind of rogue in this little guy's head that I want to wipe out. Just clean it up a little bit. It kind of slopped to the side and I'm like, well, I'm just going to quick clean it up a little bit. There we go. It's a little better. Gonna do the job. We better do the job right, Do it right the first time. Okay. All right. So this is what it looks like on the inside. This is what it looks like on the outside. And hopefully once I stuff some cotton in there too, it'll help hold that into place as well. Just double check. Okay. It's kind of like measure twice, cut once kind of deal. So I want to make sure. I'm going to put a little bit of more gel on it. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. There you go. I feel better about that. See, I just added a zoom in there. There we go. I just added a little blob more. Just a little blob more. I want to make sure that magnet goes nowhere. Where's it going? Nowhere. And I am that old. Does anyone know where that quote comes from? All right. So we got magnet. And we are going to let him sit and dry for a little bit. Zoop. Focus a little bit. Ashley out of focus instead of Ashley open stuff. And then we'll get to attaching his body. So normally I'd say wait 24 hours. I'm going to check him here after like a couple hours just to see if I can get it done with a day. But if that's tacky or still sticky whatsoever, I'm going to let it sit even longer. Because I'd rather be safe than sorry. All right, I'll let you know how this goes. Welcome to the next day. So let's see what this all looks like on the inside here. Hopefully everything should be set. Oh yeah, feels good. Feels good. Everything's all set in there. So what we're gonna do, I had some extra polyfill from an old pillow of mine laying around. So we are just gonna stuff it all up in there. We're gonna stuff it. And then I have this extra little bit of weight that I felt comfortable keeping from his old body that came out of his head. So we're just going to make a little hole. We're going to stuff that all up in there. Stick that towards maybe the back. All right. I'm going to grab another wad of pillow stuffing. And we are going to get this baby done. What do you think about that? Just in time for Christmas too. Kind of, sort of, or all the exciting. Oh, I'm gonna need a little more. Oh, a little more exciting fall stuff coming up. Or fall, winter, oh my gosh. I'm in the Midwest. Fall just doesn't last long enough. It's already like winter. Oh my God. But yeah. So he'll make for some cute pictures. Oh, did I jiggle you guys? Sorry about that. All right. Just testing to see if the weight makes sense. Okay. Let's grab another handful because it was pretty packed when I pulled it out. So let's just pack her tight again. What's that? Oh yeah, this is yellow string. Whoop. There we go. Oh no. Oh well, we don't need that anyway. At least not right now. All right. Maybe a little more. God, he's got a big head. He's got a big head. There we go. We're so almost done. I'm so excited. Magnets in. There's a little bit of weight in. We're getting his stuffing in. And then we'll be ready to put him on his body. There we go. Is that enough? What do you think? Is that enough? One more? One more little handful? Didn't realize he took so much stuffing in his little melon. All right, there we go. That feels better. Stuff it all in there. Perfect. All right, next, I'm gonna grab the clippers again from the bathroom, and we'll go put his head on. Put his head on. Forgot I put away the clippers since the last time. All right, let me zoom out a little bit so you can see kind of what our working space is. Boop, something like that. Got another video I'm wanting to film. All right. Oh, body. This body is already weighted. It doesn't have like the articulation inside of it or the wires, but it's pretty darn good. It's pretty darn good. All right. It's weird. I gotta kind of straddle the camera. Okay, let's just pop his little head on like we did with Baby Yoda. Oh yeah, see there's his little toe. I'll zoom in so you can see it. Curious where his body came from. Came from Reggie's dolls. All right. Tuck it all in. Oh my goodness. Might need to there we go. Gotta make sure it gets in that little track around his neck. I'm so excited. We're almost done with this baby. Make sure I get the stuffing. I'm sorry about the jiggly camera. All right, let's get this going in the right direction here. All right, there we go. All right. So then we make sure it's in the track in the front, in the track on the sides. We just pull it a little tighter. And I'm kind of using one hand to make sure it stays lined up. Make sure his head's on straight. And if you want a looser, here we go. Depends on how easy you want to move their heads back and forth and side to side. You can make this a little looser. I don't know, I'm always kind of nervous about that. There we go. I just want to make sure this poor little head doesn't pop off, but it being able to move a little bit for picture's sake is kind of nice. Okay, this is what I got. It does have a little bit of movement in there. Check this side. Okay, there's his bottom. Okay, so I know which way's front and which way's back. Okay, are we ready? Should we clip this one? A little tighter. All right. And then, once we get this, I will clip this guy, and then we will dress him up a little bit, and we'll see what his cute little face looks like. I just gotta be careful not to clip his body and just clip. There we go. There you go. Look at that. All right, let me throw this little bit of plastic away. Let me show you what it looks like so far. All right, this is where we're at. All right, let me get the dressing set up, and we'll get them all cutified. And just like that, we are back. All right, let's get this little tater tot all dressed up, and we'll see what it, oh, he's bumping me, I'm sorry. All right, get a diaper on his bottom. Diaper on his bottom. Might be easier to put this on if he was flat, but easy. If there's anything Ashley Open Stuff is known for, is not making things easy. We do things the hard way around here. This is a safe space for learning. Oh my goodness. Maybe he is a little bit bigger. This is a newborn diaper. He might be a 1. Oh, we'll see. Oh, not bad. It's just, his bottom is a little different shaped. There we go. Takes a couple times, and that's okay. Takes a little bit. Still not quite high enough. There we go. Takes a little mussing, and that's okay. All right, and then I got him a pair of socks. I know he probably won't need socks technically, but I like it. I like the idea of him having a little pair of socks on underneath his little outfit. These little dinosaurs on him. Like, yep. Cover up his little toesies. Trying to get the corners all squared up. Since he really doesn't have toes. Oh, that's Leo in the background shaking. He doesn't really have toes, but close enough. Close enough. Look at those. They fit them nice. Little dinosaur socks. There you go. And I'm going to put his little scratch mittens on now. And then we will slide the sleeves of his sleeper on over those. And we'll see how that goes. Ta-da! We're almost there, guys. I'm so excited. And this is An up to 7 pounds sleeper. Oh my gosh, is my light off? Oh my gosh. Helps if I'm not like doing this in the dark, right? There we go. Oh my gosh. All right, that helps. So this is an up to 7 from the Gap. Ta-da! Little teddy bears on it. And we'll put his little legs in there. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I didn't realize my light shut off and all my horsing around and grabbing stuff. And then we'll put his little feet in there. Put his other little feet in here. There we go. Oh. And the one thing with this body that I'm maybe noticing is that since it's kind of weighted with like a small grain, whatever it is, it does feel a little sandy in places, which, you know, babies aren't usually sandy feeling. But I'm hoping once I get enough, oh, I should have put a, let me go get a onesie for him. What was I thinking? Oh, hold on, I need a onesie for him now that I'm mentioning it, which I have a whole drawer full. If I can find one real quick here. This is my sleeper. Oh, one. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, I found one. Found one. This one has little hedgehogs on it. It's by H&M. Let's see what size it is. See. Whatever that means. Okay, we'll see if it fits him. And instead of undoing all of this, we are just gonna go over his head. Or maybe this one I can just open up. Oh yeah. This isn't gonna be the prettiest dressing video, but by golly, we're gonna get her done. So many snaps. Oh my goodness. There we go. There's one arm. I know, this poor baby. Well, thank goodness I don't have any real kids, because definitely could not dress a real kid like this. I'm being a little too wimbly bimbly with dressing this little guy. See? You like doing stuff the hard way. All right. There we go. Now let's see where this inside snap is. Ta-da! And this outside snap, there's one in the armpit. Boop. One on the side. Boop. And, you know, maybe I change that later. But I think it'll cover up a lot of him. And let's take care of this underside. Which there's a bunch of weird snaps over here, too. Oh, there's one more. Oh, my goodness. On this side. Okay. I don't know how y'all can figure out. Oh, I bet there's one on the inside on this side. Yep. I think that's right. Yep. My goodness. All these zigzaggy snaps. All right, how does this fit his bottom? Still a little loose. Still a little loose. I might end up changing that out because it looks like it's maybe a little big for his body. But I will do that later because you guys want to see what his face looks like after all this. So let's just get him dressed for the love of Pete. And this onesie, or this sleeper, is a little snug. Probably like most of the Gap clothes. They're a little snug. Oh my gosh. Kyle, you really just need a short sleeve sleeper in this, because it is not happy. Oh my goodness sakes. Yeah, I'll definitely have to redress him in something so it fits him a little better and take some pictures for the old Instagram. Facebook, I don't share as much on there, but my Instagram I do. If you want me to share more on Facebook, I sure can. I just don't think very many know where to find the Ashley Open Stuff Facebook, even though it's spelled the same. Feel free to check it out. Oh, there we go. Now he's really coming together. Oh my goodness sakes. There we go. There we go. Oh my goodness, isn't that cute? Make sure you guys can zoom in a little. Oop. Get him in the middle. There he is. And his head was made by Ellie's Enchanted Cradle, I think. Let me crank up the light a little bit. I kind of found him on her page too. He's from back in 2018. And from my understanding, she doesn't really do cuddle babies anymore. She just does a lot of silicone. But she made him, or at least his head. And then he lived with another mommy for a while. And then she let me adopt him. So let's see his cute little face. Oh, goodness. Last time we saw that face, we were in the garage, and it was very, very sad. Oh, my goodness. But, yeah, I do believe he's the Franklin sculpt. Let me zoom in, see the little face. Focus, maybe. Maybe not. Back it up a little bit. Bring him up to you. Oh! So, yeah. It's a cute little peanut. See if his pacifier works. Oh, there we go. We made it, guys. We did another body change of another doll, and I could have done it without you. All right, I'm going to get this guy dressed up in something a little more comfortable. He might be more 0 to 3 than newborn. It's like he has a newborn body, but like 0 to 3 limbs. Which, you know, happens. Babies come in different sizes in general. But thank you. And I look forward to seeing you at the next one. All right, have a great rest of your day, guys. Bye.